Hey Mary, it's Tiffany. I wanted to go over your one-page site analysis. So I see random books by women, and reading random books by women supports female writers and female views and vision. Open a new door. Okay, I'm not really sure what the slant of your site is, or whether or not, put it this way, I don't know if that would be attractive to an audience. Random books. Usually book readers want specific I don't know, genres that they follow or something, but it may, I'm not sure. I haven't researched the niche, so I'm not saying it's not. What I would do is have someone on Fiverr create you a header and then have them work this into this and maybe a shorter tagline. Maybe you can just put support female writers, and that's it as your tagline, and then random books by women in here, or and just kind of nix this part up here so it pushes everything in your site up a little bit so you have more above the fold. And so you can get someone on Fiverr to make you a header with books in it and things. Okay, buy a random book from us. I'm not sure I like that. That just sounds too, let's see, random books. I mean, I'm just not sure of the appeal of just randomly going and buying books. I just don't know who does that. But let's see, readers' comments. What is random books by women about? I would capitalize. You've got like readers and comments capitalized, by women about capitalized. I would capitalize is, capitalize random book as. Okay, so let's scroll down. I really like that you have your share buttons over here. That's good because people can share the pages. You're not using your more tag. You need to learn how to use that because that'll help get traffic to multiple pages within your site. So for instance, right after this, I would put the more tag. Let's see. Let's look at this post first. The image is a little small. I'd try to make it a little bigger and just have it take up this at like the middle for something like that that's really pretty. In honor of women's a book from. Okay, I like that. I like that you're personalizing your content. That's really good. And you're doing it without giving away too much of the actual book. I like that you're putting comments here. This is way too much here to me. See, leave a comment just gets lost in all this. It's almost like you have too many tags and too many categories here for this. Written by a woman that we should be reading. You don't really need this Twitter over here if you've already got it over here. And see, because you're not using the more tag, they don't actually see the comment area. They're just seeing this little thing right here, which is mixed in with all these words. So it's not going to be obvious. Let's look at your sidebar over to the right. Reading random books by women opens our door to the world. Joys of seeing through. If they're avid readers, when you misspell stuff will bug some people. Through another's eyes, dreams and words are swirled. Not sure that I like that quote there. Just, I'm not sure. That seems like it should be somewhere. You should be using this spot. Like, I guess I need to know the purpose of your site. If your purpose from a marketing standpoint is to sell books through your reviews and through your exposure about women authors, then you can do that, but you still want to be building a list of people so that you can alert them to what your latest review is at. So you need an opt-in form over here. I suggest Aweber, but you can also use MailChimp or something like that free. This is kind of a long, kind of a weird quote to just have right off the top there. What is this about? I believe in the power of reading random books, books that you would normally not choose for yourself. I like that. Okay, so this now tells me what it's about. But see, I didn't know that until I go over here. So you might even want, for this home page that you've got, a sticky post where you, in your settings, you have a sticky post. That little thing right here would be better up top than this reading random books by women supports female writers and female views and vision. Remember that your people that land there, they're the what's in it for me people. They're not there to necessarily support female writers and female views and visions. You need to talk about what it does for them. Get out of your norm, read books that you normally wouldn't choose. You may find a genre you didn't know that you would like, things like that. Learn about others. Read a random book, even though you may think, what's the point? In each book, there's something to be learned, something that maybe you need at that moment. I would really, this right here, this needs to be your home page right there. That tells me more about this site than anything else you have, yet it's over here at the bottom of your sidebar. And if I had read that first, I would have probably come here with a much more positive and excited feeling than just landing here and going, okay, random books, I don't get it. Why would I just randomly pick a book if I didn't like the genre? But this right here is telling me, it is kind of exciting. Just find some random book and read and see what you like. See if you might like a history, but a historical fiction book if you've never read one. If you had the right recommendation and you knew that it was supporting a female author. So I would make a sticky, and you can do this by going in your blog and doing a static choosing, it's under settings, and I think it's under reading, and at the top it'll say your latest blog post or static, and I would do your static blog post, and I would have it connect to this, because if I enter the site, I'm going to be reading this first before I go click on other pages. So let's see what else. Buy a random book from us through PayPal. I would not be sure how that worked. You know what? As a buyer, I don't understand. Would you then just ship me some random fiction book, or what goes on? If I were you, I'd be utilizing Amazon if possible. If you're in a state or country where you can, I would be using Amazon more than this. And I would showcase some things. Maybe showcase in the sidebar some of your favorite female books in different genres that that they may not know. Okay, search, I like that at the very top. Maybe even right above your opt-in form or near it. I would capitalize anything over here that's not capitalized. You've got some capitalized, some not. Leave cubicle. See, I don't know how you've got this categorized. You've got Women's History and Women's History Month. These are too many categories. I think you need to narrow that down quite a bit, and then work from that, because when you give people too many options, it becomes overwhelming like that, and it just looks cluttered. Recent post I like, recent comments I like. I don't like showing the meta. I would get rid of that. That confuses people, and it also links out to WordPress and things like that. Okay, let's see. So I want to show you when someone actually clicks on your blog post, they can see this, which is really nice. They know to leave a comment. So if you leave them over here with this, they're not going to know to do it. Okay, let's look at the very bottom. You might want to shorten how many blog posts show up, because it takes the page longer to load. So maybe choose like 3 or 4 blog posts. You've got all of them here, and none of them are using the more tag, so it just scrolls on and on and on. Let's see. Okay, and so you have a lot of space at the bottom here too. I'm not sure why that's doing that. You might be able to get rid of that. Okay, that's it. Hope it helps. Bye-bye.